Mr. San, good morning, and thank you very much for coming to talking to us this morning. Can you just start there? Just an overriding question. Just start there with an overriding question to you. The capacity of emergency services to respond to building fires. How would you describe it?
Good morning, Dan, and good morning, Rebecca. Dan, I think to answer your question is that we've never made it a secret that the city of Joburg EMS has suffered for many, many years of a lack of fire engines. As you've probably known recently that we've gone out on a fire engine replacement program. But, you know, it's certainly no secret that we, at the size of this metropolitan, would certainly need much more firefighting equipment, including fire engines. But for now, our firefighters are doing whatever they can. We have, as of last night, at least 6 fire engines on scene at the Joburg CBD battling this fire in the high-rise building. As we speak, our firefighters are still on the scene. The fire, because of the growing wind last night, the fire has extended down to the 16th floor of this building, but the fire has pretty much been contained on the 16th floor, and our firefighters will continue to extinguish the fire today.
Now, Mr. San, just for the size of the metro that we have in Johannesburg, what would be the ideal, for instance, number of firefighting vehicles and the number of firefighters that you should have?
Then this is a very much technical question. I think firstly we need to look at the number of the fire stations we have in the city. So if you say, you know, 2 fire engines per station times by 27, that will give you a idea as to the number of fire engines we would need at the city at a minimal level. But I think we also need to say that, you know, Joburg is a very fast-growing city. We have a lot of informal settlements, so you know, I would hate to put down a number, but certainly that there's a lot of room for improvement and to better the equipment levels in the city EMS department.
And that room for improvement, how big is it?
Then, if we look at the number of the fire engines we have at the moment, our replacement program is still looking to buy at least 22 fire engines. So for now, you know, in terms of the city's resources that we have, because you would understand that these fire engines do cost money, and we need to, of course, within our resources and budget, procure as much firefighting equipment and fire engines as we can.
Okay, now in terms of training, are you comfortable that our training programs for the firefighters are the right ones? Are they getting the right kind of training to enable them in executing their jobs, which is very hazardous?
All firefighters will have to go through a legally prescribed training courses. And in fact, you know, we would want our firefighters to go through refresher courses. I think, you know, this is one thing that we've learned is that, you know, firefighters need to be continuously assessed with regards to the ability and the status, fitness on these very, very hazardous and, you know, energy-consuming firefighting exercise. So certainly our firefighters need not only to be trained properly before they join the fire department, but moreover, you know, these refresher courses needs to continuously be in place to better the firefighters.
Now, finally, Mr. San, before I let you go, this building that is currently on fire, you say the fire has been contained on the 16th floor, it's been going on for the 2nd day now, belongs, so to speak, or being used by the Gauteng provincial government, 3 departments. What's the role of the Johannesburg Public Safety Unit in terms of ensuring that buildings in the CBD of Joburg adhere to the occupational health and safety standards?
Of course, you know, the building owners or occupants, you know, they have the responsibility to ensure the safety of the buildings. We, as the city's Department of Public Safety in terms of emergency management services, will certainly provide that inspection to ensure that the buildings are fire safety compliant. And we are very concerned at the status of these buildings. The Gauteng government made a statement yesterday that they have few more of these buildings that may need assessment. So we've offered our assistance as the City of Johannesburg to say that in the case of any further assessment or evacuation of staff members, we'll certainly be there to assist and cooperate.
Just very briefly, did your people then inspect this building? Were you aware as a City of Joburg, your role is says inspection, that it was not safe?
I understand from the Gauteng government's statement yesterday that there was an assessment done recently and there was a report. Of course, we're not privy to that report. Through the investigation that will be conducted to the cause of the fire and, of course, to the cause of the deaths of our 3 firefighters, we are hoping all this will be revealed. And then, if I may just, take this opportunity to express our, deepest condolences to the families and the colleagues of our fallen firefighters. We are devastated. It's probably one of the worst days for us as the City of Joburg.
Thank you very much, Mr. Michael Sunday. He's a member of Joburg's mayoral committee. Partner, there you have it. Investigation still awaited. Joburg's role is to inspect, but we'll have to wait and see what the Gauteng provincial government has to say about this fire later on in the program.